All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour, we're going to be taking a look at the TOEFL questions number 1 and 2. These are the first ones that you come to in the speaking part of the TOEFL IBT test. We'll be going over a bit of the form, okay, that you'll need to take because we may have some new students in here. And then we'll go through and practice as many as we can. Okay. I'll be sharing a link with you. If it will open. There we go. And finally, okay, good. Okay, so I'll be sharing a link with you here. On this page, you'll find a link to some examples, as well as the formation or the sorry, let me do this. I can't guide and talk at the same time. So you'll find the template that you can use when answering the question. Okay, so our link is right here. Okay, and let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Xenia. How are you?
Hello again. Fine.
All right, good. Now, are you preparing for the TOEFL test?
No, it's not my goal, but maybe in the future, maybe
Okay.
I want to pass it. Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you. How about Jorgen? Hi, Jorgen.
Yes.
How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thanks.
Very good. And Jorgen, where are you from?
I'm from Denmark.
From Denmark. Okay. What's your last name?
Hansen.
I told you guys. I'm a Hansen as well. My family's from Denmark, but
Yes.
a long time ago. So, yeah, we had a Hansen in here before, and I was like, yeah, 80% of the people from Denmark are Hansens. Yes. Exactly.
So
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, good to have you here. We're probably long lost relatives from a long time ago.
Yes.
Very good. Hogan, welcome to class. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Nice to meet you again.
Excellent. Good to have you here. Let's see here. We have Elgin.
Elgin. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine. My name is Elgin. Hi.
Hi. Where are you from?
I'm from Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Okay. Very good. And are you studying for the TOEFL test as well?
Yes.
Okay. Very nice. Jorgen, I forgot to ask you. Are you studying for it as well?
Yes, I'm preparing for it.
Okay. Very nice. Amparo, welcome to class. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Thank you. I'm doing well. Thank you.
Very good. Good to see you again. And we also have Paco. Hi, Paco.
Hello, teacher. What's up?
Not much. How you doing?
Fine, thank you. Doing well.
Good. Awesome. Okay, you guys. Let's take a look here. Okay, so this is our this is questions 1 and 2. Okay. In this question, you're basically going to be asked to give your opinion. Okay. I want to come down here first to show you what other items we have on the page. First up, we have some questions. Okay, that's the first link that you have here. There's about 200 questions that you can work through and practice on. Okay, and then we also have a clock. Okay, a stopwatch, and I'll be setting those in just one moment. Okay, so only a couple of you were in this class last time, and so I'm gonna go over this one more time here. Okay, so in the first question, okay, you will be asked a question. You'll have 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds then to answer the question. Okay, in your notes, this is an important section here. Okay, I hope all of you have paper and a pen and paper with you, or a pencil and paper, okay, whichever, to take notes, because we will be practicing that. Okay, so you'll need to write an A, an R1, and an R2 when we answer this question, or these questions. You'll need to have 2 reasons. Okay, at least the way that I teach it. Okay, you'll have 2 reasons to support your opinion. Okay, the A is your answer. Okay, so when you are preparing for this, you only have 15 seconds, so you do not want to write complete sentences. These are just ideas. They're words to help you to help you answer the question. Okay. All right. Now we'll go through. Okay, and I'll show you sort of how to use this here. Okay. All right. So let's come to a question here, and we'll sort of take some notes on this, and then I'll show you how to answer the question. Okay, yeah, let's do this one. This one's good. Okay, so first up, let's go to Paco. Hi, Paco. Can I have you read this question for me? Just read the question.
Yes. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? The most important aspect of a job is the money a person earns. Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer.
Okay, very good. So this is a agree or disagree. Okay, so let's see here. Ksenia, all I want to know is if you agree or disagree. I don't want to know why. Okay, just tell me, do you agree or disagree with this statement?
Disagree.
Okay, so disagree. So what we're going to do, you guys, in our notes, we're just going to write here, disagree. Okay. Now you can write more than that. Okay, disagree, and we can come to here and say disagree. Money is most important. Okay, so our full statement is the most important aspect of a job is the money a person earns. Okay, and we can just say disagree. Money is most important. Okay, so that you can sort of remember it. Okay, now let's go to Jorgen. Okay, yes. Jorgen, give me one reason to support this opinion that we disagree with it. What would be one reason why you would disagree that money is the most important?
Because how a person feels is not has nothing to do with money. It has to do with being a part of a fellowship and using the abilities and the skills a person have.
Okay. All right. So what are some words that I can? What's your main point?
Yes. My main point is that a human being is a man's happiness is not bound up to money, or it's not a.
Okay. So happiness is not.
It's not.
You can say something like that.
Money is not a prerequisite to be happy.
Okay.
But so, fellowship and the ability to be used. I don't know how to.
Yes. Okay. It's all right. So what we're doing though, all we're doing is taking notes. So you'll have time to expound on your answer. Yes. But the thing is that all we want here are just words to help us remember what our main idea is. Okay. Yes. So money is not happiness. Okay, or happiness isn't money. Okay, and it doesn't have to be written correctly or anything like that.
Skill and usefulness to be used. Usefulness, the joy of being used.
Okay, now we're changing it. That's a different one.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you want to go with skills, but it has to back up. It has to it has to support this reason that money is not important. Okay, this one does that. This one supports it. Happiness is not money, or money is not happiness.
Yes, that's a good one.
Okay, all right. I'm going to actually flip this around because for me it's not making much sense at this point.
Also, to be part of a fellowship, to have a job, to be.
Okay, that's the second reason. So yes, I'm gonna have someone else do the second reason. Okay. So okay, money is not happiness. All right. Thank you, Jorgens. Let's go to Hogan. Hogan, give me a second reason. What's a second reason why or to support disagreeing with the statement?
I think self-satisfaction is more important than the money.
Okay, satisfaction?
Self-satisfaction.
Self-satisfaction. Okay, so is there a big difference between self-satisfaction and happiness?
It's close, but a little bit okay.
Okay. So what I would suggest is finding something different. Because what you're going to run into is when you get to your example, you're going to go, oh crap, I just barely said that, and I don't know what else to say about self-satisfaction because it's so similar to happiness. So we need something else that's a little bit more distinct. Okay.
How about the balance between life and work?
Balance between life and work. That's better. Okay, balance between life and work. Okay, that's pretty good. And we could talk about family or anything like that here. Okay. All right. So now that we have our notes, okay, one trick when doing this, you guys, is when you're being asked the question, the ending of each question is pretty much the same. Okay, it's pretty much the same, right? So use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. Here we have it again. Okay, it's very, very similar. We have explain your choice and use specific reasons. Okay, so you know that that's going to be asked. Okay, so after you hear the statement, because you know, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Okay, then you say, then they ask you the statement, the most important aspect of a job is the money a person earns. Start writing. Okay, if you start writing right after that statement, okay, you write disagree. Okay, and then you continue taking your notes. You no longer just have 15 seconds. You might have 20 seconds, depending on how long it takes for them to then start the clock. Okay, so it's a little bit of a trick to give you some more time. Okay, now, okay, the way that we use the template. Okay, this template here, the green is what we want to say. This will guide you through the answer. Okay, when you give your answer, okay, you're going to have to mention, so for example, in my view, I disagree that money is the most important aspect in a person's job for a couple of reasons. First, then we come up here. Money is not happiness. Okay, for example, I receive satisfaction when I'm doing the job correctly, when I perform wonderfully in my job. Sometimes money is a reward, but I also feel very good when the client is happy. Okay, so that's my example. I give 2 sentences max. Okay, so self-satisfaction is more of a reward to me than money. Okay, they can pay me more money, that's great, but I feel better when the client is served and they feel great with the job that I performed. Done. Then you move on to your next one. Okay, second, okay, the balance between life and work. Okay, so, or I would put it into a complete sentence. Okay, so second, there must be a balance between life and work. For instance, we work to live. Okay, so that we can have food and go on vacation and spend time with our families. We don't live to work. There's a difference. I would rather be able to go out and have fun than spending all of my time trying to make money. Okay, so 2 sentences. Then we come back to here and we say, that's why I disagree that money is the most important aspect of a person's job. Okay, so use the template as we come through here, as we're answering the question, to guide you through this. Okay, it's very important. Some of you might have other templates that you follow. That's okay. This is just one of the templates that are out there for answering the question. Okay, the most important thing is that you are giving your opinion and that you are supporting it with examples. Okay, you want to have an introduction and you want to have a conclusion. Okay, even though they may be very short. Okay, any questions at this point? Nope. Okay, so what we're going to do, let me, I'm going to copy and paste the notes, okay, and the answer template, okay, and I'm placing it in the Verbling chat box as well as the Google chat box. And yeah, make sure you guys, if there's noise behind you, you keep your microphone closed while other people are answering. Okay, so we have the notes, okay, and the answer section, okay, our template, okay, that we're going to use. Okay, so the first go around, you guys, we're not going to worry about time. Okay, when you set it up with the clock, you want to make sure that the time is counting down. Okay, so you have 15 seconds set and then 45 seconds. If you are already prepared and you want to try it with the time at the very beginning, that's fine. Go ahead and tell me. But on the first go around, we probably won't do that. Okay. All right. So do I have a volunteer to go first?
Yes, I can try.
Okay, Jorgen? All right,
Yes.
Jorgen. Now, I'm also going to be copying and pasting the question into the chat box so that you guys can go back and reference it. Okay?
Yes.
So what I just placed into the chat box, I would copy that and paste it on another page or something like that, or quickly write it down so that you have it in front of you. Okay?
Yes.
All right, so Jorgen, excuse me. Here's your question. Which would you choose? A high-paying job with long hours that would give you little time with family and friends, or a lower-paying job with shorter hours that would give you more time with family and friends? Explain your choice using specific reasons and details. Okay. Okay. How you
Yes.
doing?
Yes,
All
I
right.
wrote.
Okay, so okay, you have a few notes. Good. So we're not going to be going over the 15 seconds here, but we are going to be using the 45 seconds to answer, okay? All right, very good. So go ahead and answer the question in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes. I would say it depends on the nature of the job. First of all, one has to look at is it important? Is it an important job? For instance, is it a job that other people depend upon, like a politician's job? Then you have to put other people first and not yourself, because then you have an obligation to the surrounding society. And you also have to look at is it a job that has a personal value, something that you always wanted to do and means a lot to you more than family. Then you would like to choose a job that like that. No matter if it's a very long hour and no matter what it pays.
Okay. All right, very good. So, all right, so coming back here. Okay, so I would make a choice. Okay, so our question here gave you two options. Okay,
Yes.
if you decide to answer both of them, it's much more of a challenge than if you just choose one of them. Okay, and if you do that, if you don't be specific, okay, you're going to go into the test and you're going to waste your money. Okay, because you're not going to be able to finish or completely discuss what your idea is. And so you'll get halfway through your second idea, and then the time will run out. Okay? So my suggestion to you is choosing one or the other. Okay? It doesn't matter. They don't want to know if you can answer the question properly. Okay? And so just choose one. Okay? My other suggestion is that I would follow this sort of guideline. Okay, in my view, this. Okay, for a couple of reasons. This will help you guide your answer instead of asking questions, because you were fumbling through the answer instead of having a structured answer. Okay, so use that beginning. Okay, instead of asking me questions. Okay, state your opinion. State your opinion and then support it. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Jorgen. Okay, let's go to next person. Anybody else want to volunteer? Or shall I start selecting people?
I can.
Okay, Amparo? All right, very good. Let's see here. Okay. Amparo, some people prefer to spend their free time outdoors. Other people prefer to spend their leisure time indoors. Would you prefer to be outside or would you prefer to be inside for your leisure activities? Use specific reasons and examples to explain your choice.
Okay.
Okay? All right. All right, you have 45 seconds to answer in 3, 2, 1, go.
I prefer to be inside for my leisure activities. The reason of my choice is because when you are inside, you don't need to spend a lot of money. You can I enjoy just watching the movies, for example, or having board games with my family. And also we can have a reunion with the family, and we can spend the time together, and that is why I prefer just have activities inside home.
Okay, give me 1 second here. One second. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. Okay. So in your answer here, you had said first up, the reason of my choice is because. Okay. Follow that template. That template will guide you in what you need to say. Okay. So for a couple of reasons. It's much easier to say that than to say the reason of my choice is because. Okay, so your introduction was all right. So I prefer to stay indoors for a couple of reasons. First, okay, so use that. It's a great little phrase that guides you from one part to the next part. Okay, the next one here, or having the board games with my family. Okay, instead of or having, it would be or playing board games with my family. Okay. Games with my family. Okay, and last one here. That is why I prefer just have activities inside home. Okay. So Alien, you need to keep your microphone muted. There's too much noise. There's too much noise going on behind you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So here you said or just have activities inside the home. Okay. And to just have activities inside. Yeah. So inside my home. Okay. Okay. Inside my home. Yeah. Try and follow a little. Try and follow that that guide just a little bit more, stating, this is what I want to do, then this is what I want to do. It'll help structure your answer just a bit. Okay, so first, I can watch a movie. Okay, I don't need to go outside to watch a movie. I can stay indoors and have some popcorn and spend time with my family. Second, I can also play video game, or not video games, but board games. Okay, I enjoy playing board games more than going outside and being in nature. I'd rather stay home and be with my family and laugh and enjoy time together. Okay, so give me good reasons that would support those. Okay, use those words to kind of guide you through the answer. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Very good. Next up.
I'd like to do it.
Okay, Hogan. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, here's a good one. Okay, so Do you agree with the following statement? Television, newspapers, magazines, and other media pay too much attention to the personal lives of famous people, such as public figures and celebrities. Use specific reasons and details to explain your opinion.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you have 45 seconds to answer in 3, 2, 1, go.
I agree with all the media that focus on the celebrities and famous people for following couple of two reasons. The first, most people are very interested in their celebrities' life and they want to know everything about them. So that's one of the reasons. And the second, the if the media more focused on their celebrities and famous people and the a lot more attention from the public and they can make a lot of money out of it. And that's the reason why I agree with that.
Okay, all right. Okay, so you're using the structure. Okay, that's good. Okay, but we want to support our opinion. Okay, so on your first one here, what was your first reason?
The people are interested in those famous people, so the media need to make them happy.
Okay, all right. So, okay, so there you could say something like, "There's a lot of interest from the public in these stars or in these figures." For example. Okay, when you open up a magazine or the newspaper, sometimes on the first page you're hearing about a famous star or a famous athlete or a famous musician or public figure that did something. Okay, instead of hearing about the actual things that are happening in the world, like hunger or poverty or the income inequality. Okay, so give me an example of how that's happening. Okay, and second, what was your second reason?
Actually, I didn't really come up with a good reason, so probably I said something not relevant.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost it.
Well, that's okay. So if you only have one reason is better than having no reason. Okay? So if you only have one, make sure to give a good example of it. Okay, and that's all right. So if you go in and you take the test and you're like, dang it, I can only think of one. That's all right. Give an example. Okay, you at least want to support that opinion. Okay, and then at the very end, that's why I agree that media, okay, is paying too much attention or pays a lot of attention to public figures and actors and things like that. Okay,
Right.
So yeah, make sure to give an example. That's going to be a very important part. Okay.
Okay. I have one quick question.
Yes. What's up?
When before starting, I say they just read the topic, or can I also read the topic as well? They just say some topic.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. They will read it to you.
Okay, so I do not have any way to read it, so I can just listen it, right?
So yeah, okay. So you will have one will be read to you, one you will be able to read.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I see.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Very nice. Let's see here, Ksenia.
Okay.
Okay. Ksenia, let's see here. Okay. All right. Here is your question. Okay. So you have decided to give several hours of your time each month to improve your community where you live. What is one thing you would do to improve your community, and why? Use specific reasons and details to explain your choice.
Okay.
Okay? All right, you have 45 seconds to answer. In 3, 2, 1, go.
If I have a few free hours in months to do my street better, I think first of all I'll help old people to go to the shops, maybe to buy them some foods. Second, I think I will help to clean the street because we have a lot of mess and garbage, and it will be very helpful for our community. So, in my opinion, I will do these activities to improve my community.
Okay. All right, very good. Okay. All right, very nice. So, here, okay, we are asking for one thing.
One thing.
Okay, so one thing that you would do to improve your community. Okay, then you would give examples of it. So, if this was the answer, okay, let's take helping the old people. Okay. Okay, so we could say if I had a few hours to give of service, I would help the elderly people in my community for a couple of reasons. First, they are very lonely. Okay, for example, my grandfather, he lives in a community with other elderly people, and he doesn't have a lot of people to visit him. And so I would like to go and visit them and make him happy for a day, for a few hours or so. Second, there's nobody to take them to go shopping to buy the things they need. For instance, my grandfather, when he goes, he has to go with this big group, and it's not very fun or enjoyable for him. So I would rather take him and spend time with him to give him more enjoyment in life. That's why I would help out the elderly people in my community. Okay, so go through, give me examples. You can use it from your personal life. For example, I just lied. Okay, completely. My grandfather is fine. He's married. He goes with his wife everywhere. Okay, it does not matter. You can lie through your teeth. Okay, they're not going to go in and fact check you. They're not going to go back and say, "Oh, Xenia, you lied," right? So they will never know. Okay, all they want to know is that you know how to answer this question. Okay, and even here on my example here, it wasn't super duper good because I was talking about them being lonely, and I said he went out with a group, so it was sort of off. But yes. Focus on giving that one thing and then supporting it with a couple examples. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Good. Thank you. Let's go to Paco.
Yes, ready?
Paco, you want to give it a try? All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. All right, Paco, here is your question. Your school has enough money to purchase either computers for students or books for the library. Which would you choose? Which should your school choose to buy, computers or books? Okay, use specific reasons and examples to support your recommendation. Okay, tell me when you're ready to go.
That's a tough one.
Okay, how you doing?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in my opinion,
1 second here. Okay,
yeah,
so yeah, let me give you 45 seconds. You ready?
ready.
Okay, go.
In my opinion, the school would purchase computers rather than books. Um, Firstly, I think that's more information in computer than in books. For example, if you are searching or looking up for a phrase or for a term you want to study, uh, in the computer you will find a lot of information more than in books. Second, you will get prepared for jobs because in most of the jobs are using computers nowadays, and that's why I prefer computers in
Okay.
school than books.
Okay. All right. So, we ran out of time on this one. Okay. All right. So you're doing well at following the guidelines. Okay, that'll help you out. Okay, but we need to get better at moving through the introduction. Okay, into the examples and whatnot. Okay, so your first one there. Okay, so here you'd say, in my view, okay, I believe the school, and we want to use the word should because we're giving advice.
Uh-huh.
Okay? In my view, the school should buy computers for a couple of reasons. Okay, so you don't need to say should buy computers over books or rather than books or anything like that. Just state what your opinion is. In my view or in my opinion, the school should buy computers for a couple of reasons.
Right.
First, there's more information in computers. Okay, that's okay. That's a decent reason. Okay, for example. Okay, now 2 sentences. That's all you have. Okay, so if you try and do more than that, you're not going to have enough time to be able to go through and answer the rest of your statement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for example, a book has a certain amount of pages. Okay, it might be 1,000 pages, it could be 2,000 pages, but in a computer we can access millions of pages of information, of documentation of things that we need to study. Done. That's it. Okay, so make a comparison between the two. Okay, then on your second one, what was your second reason?
You will get prepared for a job.
Okay, prepared for a job. Okay, so second, computers will prepare you for the workforce or for your job. Okay, for instance, okay, and this was a pretty good example. Most jobs nowadays use computers in their offices. So if you start using them in school, you will be better prepared once you start applying for jobs. Done. That's it. Okay, so you have two sentences to get through it. Okay, and even in that, it was 1 sentence, but it was 2 parts of a sentence. I just separated it with the word so. Okay, so that's all you get when you're answering this. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now, grammar wise. Okay, so. Okay, this is one thing here that that you said. You said you will find a lot more. You will find a lot of information more than in more than. Okay, so yeah, this is a little off. Okay, I don't think you said jobs. I think I was just trying to. Okay, so you'll find a lot of information more than in books or something like that. Okay, so here you'll find a lot more information. Okay, so that's the order. Okay, so a lot more information. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, very good, very good. Okay, let's go back to Jorgen. Okay, now, Jorgen, we are going to institute the 15 seconds now. Okay, so we only have 15 seconds to prepare to prepare ourselves. Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay. Okay, how about this one? This one works. All right, so some people think that the automobile has improved modern life. Others think that the automobile has caused serious problems. What is your opinion? Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. You have 15 seconds to prepare.
I believe it cause more problems than good things. For example, many people die in car accidents all over the world. I believe in the United States more than 50,000 people die each year of car accidents. And in addition, also cars very give pollution. They are the main reason for smog in cities, which lie over cities and cause asthma and all kinds of lung diseases. I believe cars have, for that reason, cars have been the cause of a lot of ill to the human race, premature death and diseases.
Okay, all right, so you started on the right track, Jorgen. Okay, you started on a really good track. You had two separate examples. That was really good. Okay, so coming back here to our question, okay, so have they improved modern life or have they caused serious problems? You said, well, in my opinion, automobiles have caused serious problems for two important reasons. First, they're dangerous. Okay, so they're dangerous. So, and then you gave the example of car accidents. Many people die in car accidents. More than 50,000 people a year die in car accidents in the United States. Okay, that was good. That's all you need to say. Boom. Move to the next one. They make people sick. Okay, second, they make people sick. So, for example, or for instance, okay, when we drive our cars, they put smog and pollution into the air. This is a cause of asthma, okay, and other lung disorders, okay, breathing disorders, right? That's awesome. So you set it up very nicely, okay?
Yes.
Your
I wasn't so good at
conclusion.
the last part.
Yeah.
I thought there was about 10 seconds, and then I thought, what now?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't have to fill the whole thing. You don't have to. You have 45 seconds to answer it. So, so yeah, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. You just move into the conclusion. Okay, and so the conclusion will take about 3 to 5 seconds. Okay, depending on what you say. So then you just move into. That's why I believe that automobiles have caused serious problems rather than improved modern life.
Yes.
Okay, and then that was good. That would have been really good. Okay, so one thing here that you said with your grammar, you said very give pollution. Very good pollution. So they don't give pollution, they create pollution. Okay, so they create a lot of pollution is what I would say. Okay. All right. Yes, much better try that time. That was really good, Jorgen. Very good.
Yes.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Okay, excellent. Okay, Amparo, you are next. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Here we go. So, Amparo, people do many different things to stay healthy. What do you do for good health? Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. Okay, you have 15 seconds to prepare. Okay, you have 45 seconds to answer. Go ahead.
I particularly, I just try to have a good diet, trying to have a balance in between the different groups of food. And in the second, like a second option, the other thing that I do is to drink enough water, because I think that is necessary for your organism to work very well. I don't have a, I don't practice many exercises, but I just try to move enough during the day, trying to replace the exercise that I don't do.
Okay. All right. So you could have set this up just a touch better and kept going with the diet. Okay. So for example, let's see here. Clear. Okay. So you could say, in my view, I maintain a healthy diet. And with your diet, you could have talked about the food and then water. Those are your two things. Okay, so if I were writing notes here, okay, I would have written down diet, okay, food, and water. Okay, something like that to help me remember what I was going to talk about. Okay, so in my view, I try and maintain a healthy diet to stay healthy for a couple of reasons. Okay, or I do this in a couple of ways. Okay, you could say I do this in a couple of ways.
Yeah, but
first.
Sorry, in this way, it's not an opinion. It's just asking me, what do you do? So that is why I don't use the same chart.
Sure, it is an opinion. Some people believe with food, okay, you have to be even more strict. You shouldn't eat meat. Okay, because there's bacteria and things like that in meat. So it's an opinion of how you stay healthy. It's your opinion. Okay. Others believe that you absolutely need to do exercise. Okay. So and yes, you can modify this just a little bit. Okay. You could say, and I do this in a couple of ways. Okay. First, by choosing proper foods. For example, when I go to the grocery store, I make sure that I get enough fruits and vegetables and a little bit of meat. Okay, I believe fruits and vegetables are better for my diet than eating a lot of bread and rice and things like that. And then I have some protein as well. Okay. Second, I make sure to drink plenty of water. Now here I wouldn't say enough water. I would say plenty of water. Okay. For instance, water. Okay, our body is made up of, I think it's like 70% water, something like that.
Yeah.
So we need to keep replenishing the water in our bodies. Okay, water makes us feel better. It's better to drink water than it is to drink juice or anything else that's out there. Okay, and so that's why I would maintain a healthy diet to stay healthy. Okay, you could use both, maintain a healthy diet and exercise, and then you could separate them here. Okay, so there's a way to go through and modify that whenever you have whenever you're asked any type of question. Okay, but yeah, in that, just make sure you have an introduction. Okay, you're supporting your reasons, and then a conclusion. Okay, anytime you're doing that. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Let's go to Hogan.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, Hogan, this one here is for you. Okay, Hogan, some people say that advertising encourages us to buy things we really don't need. Others say that advertisements tell us about new products that may improve our lives. Which viewpoint do you agree with? Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. You have 15 seconds to prepare. Okay, you have 45 seconds to answer. Go ahead.
In my view, I prefer advertisement is needed. for following reasons, following examples. For example, like if they do not advertise enough, we never know the new product is coming out. So for example, like Bubblings, I never knew this site if there is no advertising when I use my the YouTube. The second example, I purchased a camera last year. I have no chance to get the good camera with a very nice price without advertisement on the screen when I visit the website. So I strongly support that the advertisement needed.
Okay. All right. That's pretty decent. Okay. Good. All right. So you had your main reason. Okay, and you gave me a couple of reasons for that. That was pretty good. Okay, I like that. No problem. All right. So. Okay. One of your grammar points here. Okay, you said I wouldn't have been able to buy the camera without a very nice price. Okay, so let's see. Without a very nice price, I would probably say with. Let's see here. If I didn't know without advertisement, I wouldn't have gotten a good deal. Yeah, that's probably a better way of saying it. Okay, so I wouldn't have gotten a good deal on the camera, something like that. Okay. All right, good. So your structure was pretty good this time. You had your introduction. You ran a little over time, but not too bad. Right? If it cuts off at the end, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, so just working on your word order. Okay, words you need to say in there. I would focus on looking at articles. Okay, making sure that you know when to use your articles. Okay, and then word order. Okay, I've talked about the formula subject. Okay, subject, verb, object, complement. Okay, if you have the last two. Okay, but definitely start off with your subject and verb. Okay.
Okay, great.
Good. All right, nice job. Thank you. Let's go to Ksenia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ksenia. Let's see here. That's the end. Okay, let's see. Okay. Here's one for you here. Okay, a nice big one. Okay. So, let me get it in. Okay. Some people prefer to plan activities for their free time very carefully. Others choose not to make any plans at all for their free time. Compare the benefits of planning free time, or actually, let's do which would you prefer? Okay, instead of comparing these, because this is going to be for an essay. So, which do you prefer? Okay, planning carefully or not planning carefully? Okay, use specific reasons and examples to explain your choice. Okay, you have 15 seconds to prepare your answer. Okay, you have 45 seconds to answer. Go ahead.
I prefer to plan my free time carefully. First of all, I want to be done all my duties because I'm very reliable and organized person. It's very important for me. Second, I like time management, and I studied it at university, so I want to use it in my real time, and I think it's very useful for people who arrived me. So I like to plan everything in my life.
Okay, good. That was much better, much more organized. Okay, so a couple of things on the at the very end. Okay, instead of saying "so," I like to prepare everything in my life. Okay, I would say "so that's why." So that's why I would rather prepare my activities carefully. Okay, so that kind of helps you and guides you into your statement there. Okay, good. I like that. That was much better than your first time around. Okay, some grammar points here. Okay, that we can work on. Give me 1 second. Where's my? Oh my goodness. Sorry. Here we are. Okay, so here you said. So I want to be done all my duties. Okay, instead of I want to be done. Okay, it is I like to finish all of my duties or all of my tasks is what it would be. Okay, so I like to finish all of my tasks. Okay, last one here. I want to use it in my real time. Okay, instead of in my real time, it would be I want to use it in my real life. Exactly. Okay, or in real life. Okay, you don't have to say in my real life. You could just say in real life, and that would be okay. All right. Okay, that was much better. That was much better. Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, very nice. Paco,
Okay.
last question is for you.
Okay, have a try.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, how about this one here, Paco? Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Playing a game is fun only when you win. Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. Okay, you have 15 seconds to prepare. Okay, you have 45 seconds to answer. Go ahead.
Okay. In my view, I agree with the statement that playing a game is fun only when you win. For a couple of reasons. Firstly, I get very disappointed when I don't win a game. And secondly, I get tired when I don't win. And that's why I prefer to win in the win.
Okay, all right.
I really
yeah, so this
didn't know what to say about that.
Yeah, this one's a tough one, right? So
yes,
in answering, in answering the question, so you said yes, you like to win, right? Okay, so you like to win, so you get disappointed, okay, and tired. Okay, so first up, tired wouldn't be a really good one to use here, but yeah, with disappointed, instead of saying disappointing, I get disappointing. Okay, you need to say disappointed. Disappointed is the feeling that you get.
Yes.
Okay, disappointing is it's also well, it's when you're describing something. Okay, yeah, this is a hard one to go through. And you guys just sort of to wrap up because we're running out of time here. One thing that you can do if you are preparing for the TOEFL is on those questions that we have. Go through as many of them as you can and write down reasons. Okay, write down reasons. Write down some examples. Spend the time to think of reasons and examples for each of them. Okay, that way you might not be asked the same question. Okay, but you might be asked something that's similar, and if you've already written it down, you've already thought of maybe an example or two, that would help you in answering the question once you're doing the TOEFL test, or as well as with the speaking side, numbers 1 and 2, as well as the writing. Okay, when you're doing the second half of the writing part. Okay, because that you're going to have to answer a question then. Okay, and in that case, you're probably going to have to come up with 3 reasons instead of 2. Okay, so yeah, so keep up the practice. We'll probably do another exercise next week. Okay, so yeah, keep working hard, you guys. Okay.
Yes.
All right, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for
Okay.
coming in.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Thanks. We'll
Bye,
see you
guys.
later. Bye.